Hi everyone, I just watched the video by David Marquet on TED Talk. I found it really interesting. This was another military video, so of course I didn't get a lot of the terminology that he used, but I did take away a lot about leadership. At first, I didn't quite agree with him when he was talking about leaders should give control to everyone else. I think there has to be some kind of a balance there, because you might have teachers, especially in education, you might have teachers who are brand new and you can't give them complete control. Sometimes they need more guidance. I just think back to my first couple of years of teaching, and if a principal had given me all of the control and not helped me along the way, that would have not been good for me. But now, being a little more experienced, I like it when a principal does give me control. So I saw where he was coming from. At first, I didn't quite agree with him, but then after he talked about the success he had with the system that he put in place, I did see how it can work. I just think we need to keep that in mind, that some people may need a little more guidance with that control than others. I've really enjoyed the stories that he told, how he trained his crew to just give them all the control. So he said that he had a crew trained on compliance and a captain trained for the wrong ship, and that wasn't working. So he switched to a system where he gave orders saying, "I intend to," but those were he really didn't give orders. And so that in turn kept people around more. He said he went from re-enlisting only 3 sailors the year before to re-enlisting 33 sailors on his ship, because people want to be challenged. And so when his sailors were more challenged, they wanted to come back. It kind of reminded me of the cake mix story from a couple weeks ago, where they had cake mix, and if they just made it super easy, people didn't want to buy it. But then if they let you add in an egg and oil, people did want to buy it, because people want to take ownership of all the hard work they've done. I really liked how he said the most important person to have control is you, and that's your self-control, taking control over things. It makes sense. So I did kind of relate this back to education after I heard his whole story. If we give control, people become more passionate about what they do. So I think we need to take that into consideration when we're teaching our students, and also when we become leaders of other teachers. So all in all, I did agree towards the end about what he said. So I thought it was a pretty good video. Thanks.